Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, JRC Restoration, Decor, and Designs. My name is Phyllis, and if this is your first time visiting my channel, I want to thank you for stopping by and ask that you please consider subscribing by tapping the subscribe button, click the bell and the select all to be notified of all future videos that I upload. And to my faithful established viewers, thank you so much for your continued support in watching my videos. Here on my channel, I share DIYs, home decor, Goodwill thrift hauls, and more. In today's video, I will be sharing with you how I created my own cardboard vase, but my inspiration came through this young lady, Yoduvh of Yoduvh Essentials. I call her the cardboard queen. She has an amazing, talented gift. This is a vase that she created all from cardboard about 2 years ago, but she embellished it out with her jewels and she covered it with the plaster of Paris to make it hard and shiny. This is my version of that I created like 2 years ago, a smaller table vase, and I just wanted to put my hands at it to see how it would come out. I didn't do a video of this vase, but I just want to show you my very first one that I created all from cardboard. And this is covered with tape. This is not the paper, this is actually tape. And then I cover that with Mod Podge mixture and newspaper clips and seal it. I didn't paint it or anything. I was just after what it would look like, and it turned out pretty good. Now what I'm going to share with you is my attempt when I was doing my vase was to recreate the Bella vase. Now the concept I have, the indentions and all that, I have that. Mine just ended up turning out to be a jumbo size vase, not a normal table size vase. But if you'd like to see how I put it all together, then just keep watching. Here is the drawing, the profile drawing. I freehanded this and I'm going to cut it out. And I ended up cutting out a total in all, I believe it's 12. I started out in 4, and when I started putting it or gluing it to the tube that I also created from cardboard, because I didn't have a tube, I noticed that I needed to put some other pieces in between the 4 that I cut out. So I ended up cutting out 4, then 8, and then my final set of cutout was another 4, totaling 12 all together. And here are the 4 pieces that I cut out initially. And then coming up, you'll see that I have another total of 8, I believe, or 4 more. So this stack is a total 8, but again, all in all, yes, 4 and 4, the 8 there. I ended up cutting out, I want to say 12 or 16 pieces. I forget, but I just kept cutting them out until I filled it out to the liking of what I wanted it to be. Now this is just another piece of cardboard that was also in a box. This cardboard, by the way, you can purchase from Walmart, but this cardboard that I'm using to make this vase was just a box that my daughter ordered, a chair that came in it. So I just cut it up because anything that's like that size being ordered, the boxes are very stiff and firm. And I just use this vase here to measure the opening. You don't have to do that. You can eye it. I just measured it and I'm cutting off the excess, and then I rolled it and taped it together. And this is a diagram showing how I'm actually going to be laying the side profile vase cardboard pieces onto the DIY tube. Now this glue is very good glue. I got it from either Family Dollar or Family Dollar. And it does grab in 0 seconds and it dries within a minute. As far as the white color, it dries clear minutes later. But I like it and it worked for me. I didn't have a glue stick or glue gun, so I used this. I had it from when I was helping my daughter pack, and I forget what I was using it for, but it's good glue and I used it on this here. So once you see me put these on, you'll see coming up where I ended up putting all the pieces together. The spacing is not perfect between each, but again, this is just my first attempt of trying to make the Bella vase, which turned out to be like a gigantic vase. And here it is all together. The tape piece is at the top. I cut that off thinking that I wanted the neck of it short, and when I looked at it, I didn't like the look of it, so I taped the pieces back on, and you won't see that anyway once I cover it with the paper, the packing paper. Okay, here I'm using a Mod Podge mixture with water, dipping the strips in with my hand, and then just laying the strips of paper across the cardboard. There is no pattern or anything. I'm just getting it covered. In this clip, you'll see me dipping it in with my hand. I did half of the vase one day, and then the second day you'll see where I use a paintbrush, which is actually much neater. It's not as messy with using my hand, and it's easier to just lay the strips and paint the glue on, which is coming up next. And here it is, day one, where I just did half of it. And then again, the next day you'll see right there where the brush is. This is actually day two, where I started using the paintbrush. And I lay the strips out, and I cover one side and lay it across, and you'll see where I'm wrapping on the inside of one of the cardboard pieces. That's just so it can grab. And it's okay if the paper tears. Just take the torn piece and just lay it on top, and just paste it with the Mod Podge. And I believe this would work just as well with Elmer's glue, because to me Mod Podge is the same as Elmer's glue, except maybe the texture of some of the Mod Podges have a matte finish, some have a gloss finish. But the concept is still the same, and it's like decoupaging, if you remember, if you did this in school, the decoupaging different things with newspaper. Now coming up, you'll see I'll turn it upside down just so that I can cover around the bottom. Now the one thing that I didn't do, that I can still do later on, is make a bottom piece for the vase. That's the only thing that I didn't do to it. I didn't cut out a round cardboard piece just to close the vase in at the bottom. I did make a top covering for the top of the vase with an opening to stick flowers or anything in it. But here I'm almost done with covering it. This thing was a monster, it was so big, but I enjoyed it. It's kind of like therapy. I had my TV running, or had my favorite mind. Every once in a while I would look in there just to kind of get my mind off of basically saying, oh, when is this going to be over? But I am going to do another one. Again, I'm going to see if I can measure it to make it a table size. I'm going to use the plaster of Paris and everything because I want to get it close to the Bella vase as possible. And here it is, just about finished. Again, I'm going to show you the opening that I created for the top of the vase, but this is the entire vase covered and finished and dried, and I'm just showing you inside where there's a hole you can put flowers or anything. Now this is a cardboard piece that I covered the top, and I'm sorry that this is so small. I could not get this clip to download, so I had to screenshot the video just showing you how I covered the top of the vase and showing the opening. And I will be covering this as well, or you'll see it covered with some more stripped paper. And here it is, all finished. I didn't paint it or anything, I just left it raw. I may go back later on and cover the neck with maybe some rope, wraparound rope. And I just sat this plant on here. It's not in the hole, it's actually in a pot, and I just sat it on here just to see what it looked like. And I liked how this turned out. Again, I was going for the Bella vase, but because of the size that I cut out, it ended up being a gigantic floor vase that I eventually put on my daughter's patio and put a tabletop piece on it and just made it an outdoor accent table. Here you can see I did paint it white, and again the tabletop is from an old table she had here. I just took the legs off, and here I'm showing you I covered it with the peel and stick marble contact paper and just wiping off the water. It's been raining out on her patio, well, not just her patio, it's been raining for the past 2 weeks, but surprisingly the vase part is sturdy. It's not soaked. It withstood the rain. You'll see where I'm pressing it, and it's not giving in to the pressure, and I'm pressing it pretty hard. It's almost like cement. I think the only thing is maybe some of the paint might have worn off, but other than that, it's pretty sturdy and it's standing the elements. I will do another version and make sure it is the size of the Z-Gallerie Bella vase. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching. JRC Restoration, Decor, and Designs. And remember, the distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So make it a blessed and productive day, everyone. And until next time, bye-bye.